I was around during the anti-Nazi demonstrations, I was around during the anti-apartheid demonstrations, I was around when we built that movement against racism. The ethnic cleansing of the Bedouin from the Negev is a deep, deep shame. We will overcome that. We will build, we will keep on fighting until we succeed in justice for Palestinians.
Brick by brick, wall by wall, Israeli apartheid has to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall, Israeli apartheid has to fall. Brick by brick, boycott, 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 boycott. Boycott, 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 boycott. Are we going to let Gaza die?
I'm so angry at what the Israelis are doing.
You go both ways.
Children are dying. People are dying in their hundreds in Palestine. We have to end the occupation. We have to end the bombing. And we have to say very loud and clear to our government and to the American government, you have to stop supporting Israel. We should break all links with Israel while it treats citizens of Palestine in this way.
Thank you. The siege of Gaza goes on, we are going to be here, okay? And we are part of, essentially, what is now a worldwide movement. A worldwide movement in solidarity with the Palestinian people. And in expressing that solidarity, we do it in a number of ways. One is we take to the streets to show our anger at the way the Palestinian people are being murdered by F-16 jets and many other horrible things. We do it by pressurizing our own governments, and we do it by making demands in support of the Palestinian people. And when we make demands of our governments, it matters. And I want to say a big thank you to all more MPs of all parties making statements in support of the Palestinian people than I've ever known before. And it was pretty clear to me that the lobbying that happened by the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, by Stop the War, by Muslim Association of Britain, by everybody that have got together on this cause is having an effect. But the parallel universe is something like this. I asked David Cameron if he didn't think that the tri-headed evil of the occupation of Palestine by Israeli forces, the illegal settlements all over the West Bank, and the siege of Gaza that has gone on since 2006 weren't a contributory factor to this issue. And his reply was that the Palestinians should stop causing trouble. Well, this plays into the whole media narrative that somehow or other there's an equivalence between Israel and Palestine. Israel is the world's fourth largest arms exporter, has one of the highest standards of living in the world, has nuclear weapons and every other weapon you can think of, including phosphorus bombs, including bomblets that send out little spears wherever they land, and 500 people have already died in the past few days in Gaza. It is appalling, 600 somebody's saying, and I'm slightly out of date, an hour or two out of date, I apologise. So the issue is, this is not an equivalence, this is an occupation, this is a genocidal attack on Palestinian people. It has got to stop. And the only way we make it stop is by making demands all around the world. So when we say demonstrate, please come out. When we say send messages of solidarity and support for medical aid and all the other things that are so crucially needed, I say do that. But our demonstrations are having an effect. I talked about what had happened in Chile and South Africa, but it's also affecting governments in the region. The government of Turkey has suddenly got very involved in demanding a ceasefire.
We're gonna let them die! Free, free! 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 No justice! 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 What do we want? Israel! 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 What are they? What are they? What are they? Israel! 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 Free, free!
See, so you can see how deep and how high up the corruption and the pro-Israeli bias at the BBC goes. It goes right to the top. But they have to listen to us. There were 5,000 of us outside the BBC studios in London last week. They heard us. They filmed us. They tweeted that footage. The next day they discussed on the Today programme this question. Were the protesters right, they asked. Is the BBC biased in favour of Israel? Yes, it is. And you did that. You made the BBC confront its own bias and discuss that bias on its airwaves. Big cheer for all of you. You! BBC! 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 And 45,000 of you signed our open letter to the BBC.
To everyone for turning out today, and Amina's right. Some of the things that are being said in the media, the coverage in the media about what's going on in Gaza is worse than it's ever been before. They're reporting without irony statements by the Israeli army saying that they're doing their best to avoid civilian casualties. If you wanted to do your best to avoid civilian casualties, you wouldn't be bombing hospitals, bombing schools, bombing residential areas, bombing suburbs across the Gaza Strip. It really is a joke. They don't even look at the basic realities of the situation. They ignore the fact that this is a completely disproportionate struggle between one of the most highly armed states in the world and an impoverished, repressed people who are often fighting with their bare hands. They don't look at the level of casualties. For every one Israeli killed, hundreds and hundreds of Palestinians have lost their lives. They don't recognise that Hamas is an elected representative government. They don't recognise any of the basic realities of the situation there. Why is that? Why is it that the BBC and the Guardian and the rest of them and the politicians don't recognise what is going on and don't listen to the anger of ordinary people across this country? The reason is because the British establishment supports Israel, because Israel is one of the West's key allies in the Middle East and around the world. Britain, France, the US, they all fund Israel, arm Israel, defend Israel diplomatically, because Israel does the West bidding in the Middle East, and the West wants to continue to control the Middle East. And it's because of this connection, it's because of this support from our governments and the other Western governments that on Saturday we are assembling at the Israeli embassy to show our anger against what the IDF and the government there is doing to the Palestinians. But then we are going to march to the heart of the political centre of Britain in order to demand that David Cameron and the British government completely breaks all links with Israel. And don't believe we don't make a difference. It was said in Haaretz, an Israeli newspaper, a few days ago that Britain is the centre point of the pro-Palestinian struggle around the world. And it was reported in The Independent the day before yesterday, and this is very, very heartening, that Palestinians were shocked and delighted to see tens of thousands of people, white and Muslim, marching through the streets of London. We do make a difference. We can create the conditions.
As organisers, you make us proud and you make us carry on. You give us the strength to carry on. But I just want to give you 3 things that you can do, and then 1 thought, and then let's do a countdown. 3 things you can do. Tomorrow online, there's going to be a letter to Cameron demanding an end of the slaughter and also an arms embargo. Go online tomorrow and make sure you sign that letter. We had 40,000 for the BBC. Cameron deserves at least 100,000 people. There is already a letter online, a chant of Free Palestine, and then make our way home. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! So officially we finished, right? But can I please request 1 minute of your time? Everyone who knows me now knows what's going to happen. Put your banners down, yeah? There's a time, everyone has been shouting and screaming, and there's a lot of excitement. Put the banners down. Can everyone hear me at the back? No. Can you hear me at the back? Okay, bismillah. Put your banners down.
To show our sympathy for the Palestinian people, the civilians who are being bombed and burned and killed in Gaza, and to protest against the atrocities which are being done by the Zionist state, and to continually relay this message that Zionism and Judaism...
Here just to show our support for the Palestinian people, all the killings, the massacres in Gaza, everything is done in our name, in the name of Jewish people. They're using falsely the Jewish name. So we're coming in to say what the true Jewish voice, the voice of the Torah is. Jews are in divine decree by exile, they're in exile by divine decree, going out of exile by force or rebellion against God. Even in a free land, especially if they're doing that by killing other people, by robbing other people. In the Torah it says don't kill, don't steal. It's terrible what's going on in Gaza. They ignore many parts of the Torah that just say promised land, but they ignore that we are exiled of this land in today's day by divine decree. The only solution today is only the state of Israel should be dismantled. We pray for God for a peaceful dismantle. Nobody looks for bloodshed. And then Jews can live in Palestine. We are very welcome there. Both declared the Hamas government and the Fatah both declared they have no problem with Jews as a Jew. They have a problem with occupiers. But as long as you are peaceful, you want to live peaceful, they have no problem. I'm born in Palestine. My mother told me we used to live there in such a good relationship. Jews and Muslims, if we use even to babysit each other, the children. In the Jewish holidays, the Muslims babysitting, the Muslim holidays, the Jewish babysit. We have total peace. Even today, Jews live in Iran, in Morocco, in Tunis, in Yemen. Peacefully, they have no problem. The only problem is occupying, killing.
Jewish people.
In the Torah is written, even rebellion against God can be succeed. Look the historical fact. The state of Israel is already 66 years and there's still no peace. Every day they have problems. How many countries established in this time? Tens of countries, and they live in peace. Only the state of Israel is no peace. Why? Because this is a decree of God. Rebellion against God can be succeed. They will never succeed. And they will come to an end. We hope and pray for a peaceful end. And then we can live in Palestinians together as good brothers, like we live in all the Muslim countries. We hope it will be soon in our days. It will be no peace for Israel, no two-state solution, nothing will help. No roadmap, Oslo, this everything. Nothing will help. The only solution is the whole land should go back to the Palestinians. Massacre can never make silent people. Try make a bigger massacre. They're making only the problem deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. It will nothing help. At the end of the day, the whole land will go back to the Palestinians. And I will be happy to meet you all in Palestine under a Palestinian government peacefully. I hope so. Soon in our days.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Salam.
What should I add to his? He explained everything. But we came here to make clear for the world that Judaism and Zionism are two opposites. We came here to show our solidarity with the Palestinian people, bring out our feelings with their suffering, and make sure that everybody should understand that all what is done is not done in the name of Jewish people. Zionism is not Judaism. Judaism is a religion.
We are here today, again and again, to protest against the crimes against humanity. We as Jews, we feel obliged to stand up for the Palestinians who are innocent, who are suffering. We as Jews, we feel obliged to come again and again, and we will not stop coming until full justice is brought to Palestine, and then we Jews can live in peace together with our Palestinian brothers.
Thank you, brother.
My heart belongs where it's full of flying bullets and bread to the Jones, and it's never on the news where nobody gonna ever know. Back when that kid was 5 years old, he was playing football right his ass into having fun. Now he's all these dodgy bullets, taking bread for his mum. It's not the bullets killing, it's the terrorists behind the gun. I'm not doing this to get baby for a couple syllables. I'm doing this so I can achieve the unachievable. The people fighting others for their own postcode, but there's Palestinians fighting tanks with their own stones. From 2000 to 2011, 75,500 Palestinians were slaughtered, and the Zionists love it. Do you think that is right? The question was a return. My heart's breaking, memory fading from all this waiting. I'm waiting, now the days come, I ain't never leaving. Shall I stop? Shall I carry on? Man, I know we can finish this marathon. Freeze!
Saturday, 12 o'clock, we're back to protest here outside the Israeli embassy, but to march on the government, on the UK government, who are doing nothing. They supply the arms, they give money, they support the occupation. That's got to stop. And we're marching on Saturday, the rally at 2:30 in Parliament Square, to make sure the British government listen. Please be there.
Thank you.